Hey everyone, welcome to the Heavy Spoilers Show. I'm the Deaf Knight, and this episode we're going to be doing a big breakdown on all of the latest Batman news and leaks. I'm going to try and do a video like this every week just to keep you up to date with the ins and outs of the movies, as there's lots of leaks every day, so I do think the best way to do it is just do a weekly wrap up, so make sure you subscribe to the channel to never miss an update. Throughout this video we'll be discussing the Batsuit and Batmobile details, the look of Bruce Wayne and Gotham, the Penguin, and much more. There's going to be heavy spoilers here, so if you don't want anything potentially ruined about the movie, then I highly suggest that you turn off now. With that out of the way, I just want to give a huge thank you for clicking this video. Now let's get into our breakdown of the Batman. Okay, so first up, whilst we haven't seen the Batsuit yet, and it is likely that Warner Brothers have that shit on lockdown in the Batcave, there's actually a lot of details that we know about it. Now, we did get early descriptions of the suit as being very similar to the Lee Bermejo one from graphic novels such as Noel and Batman Damned. This was posted in a tweet by Variety reporter Kris Tapley, who stated that he'd seen the suit, however, he deleted the tweet not long after. Bermejo did actually post around the same time what looked like concept art of the suit on his Instagram story, but this post too was quickly taken down, so it does look like something is going on at Warner Brothers in regards to it. This suit is actually my favourite design, and I know people say that sort of thing on YouTube all the time, but I even got a tattoo of it a couple of years ago from a sketch that the artist did, and I'm really excited to see it on the big screen. I'm such a bloody spoiler man, right? That I've been walking around with a crap tattoo of the leaked Batsuit on my arm for years. The reason that we haven't seen it so far is because the production has now moved to a soundstage and is shooting these scenes in secure areas, so I doubt we will see any leaked images similar to the ones that we already have popping up online. When discussing the suit itself, Pattinson said, "It's been played in so many different ways. The comics cover so much ground. The movies cover so much ground. So I guess it's kind of what Matt Reeves, who is directing, wants to go for." When I was just doing the screen test and stuff, it was pretty astonishing how different you feel when you put the Batman costume on. You can have as many ideas as you want, and as soon as you put that costume on, it feels like an entirely different situation, which you could never have predicted. So yeah, there is a lot of exciting news around it. Finally, we did have a Reddit post earlier in the week on DCEU leaks that has also since been removed that said the suit is following a grey and blue design that feels like a sleeker version of the Affleck suit. The user posted the following image when saying what it looks similar to, and I really like the design of it. It does line a lot with the Bermejo leaks, and I definitely think this will be similar to something that we get in the final design. As for the Batmobile, I actually think we're going to be getting full images of this very soon. UK newspaper The Daily Record posted an article earlier in the week saying, "Glasgow will be transformed into the Batman's Gotham City, and Scotland's second biggest city will play a starring role alongside Robert Pattinson." The paper states filming will start late February, which will see parts of Glasgow made to look like the fictional home of the Batman, and that filming will give fans the first opportunity to catch a glimpse of the new Batmobile. The article then went on to say, Glasgow will be turned into Gotham City, and with the city's architecture, it's expected to look great in the new film. It will also be the first time for DC fans to see the new Batmobile, so there will be lots of them prepared to stand in the rain hoping they can spot it. Anyone who sees the Batmobile around town will probably look twice. Over the years, there's been so many different incarnations of the Batmobile, and it's went from looking like a slick sports car all the way up to armoured tanks that find it easy bulldozing through cars. Personally, I believe that this Batmobile will be toned down slightly and will be more in line with a sports car than the Bat tank that featured in the Nolan films. We did post set leak images in our last video that showed Gotham Action News HD vans and summarised from this that the film will be set in either the late 90s or early 2000s. This is due to the fact that HD wasn't invented until around about that time, and that news teams only really bragged about having it for a certain amount of years. It was reported by CosmicBookNews.com that the Batmobile would be similar in design to cars featured around the 90s era, so this once again backs this up and also adds weight to the theory that it will be a sports car. BMWs were very popular during that time, so who knows, we might even get something similar to a Bond vehicle, just make sure it comes in black. It's also likely that Ash Thorpe is the designer of the vehicle. Last year, a Twitter user asked if he was working on the design of it, to which he replied, perhaps, with a heart. Matt Reeves also posted a picture of Pattinson, and Thorpe followed this up with a smile, So yeah, it looks like it will be part of this. In case you don't know, Thorpe has worked on Ghost in the Shell, Assassin's Creed, The Amazing Spider-Man 2, Ender's Game, Total Recall, Person of Interest, Robocop and more. He always tends to use the time setting of movies he works on to base his designs around, so once more I do think that it will be a more functional car rather than something that looks cool. Now from the information in the Daily Record article, we also now know what Gotham will look like. I've been to Glasgow several times and in the winter it has a very atmospheric feel to it. I remember walking through the dim streets, being able to see my own breath in front of my face, and the only light there being the street lights, which really adds a lot to the location. I've put some images on screen now, and hopefully these give you an idea of what the streets and skyline of the infamous city could look like. I think this is great, and yeah, it's an inspired choice to set it in this city. London could have been an easy go-to, but it is quite busy and overrun, whereas Glasgow is a bit barren and quieter, so it has this sort of eeriness to it. I know I sound like I'm slagging both the places off. Don't dislike this video. I'm from Newcastle. It's also a crap hole. Oh, I shouldn't have said that either. Damn, the dislikes are going to be rolling in anyway. Look, I promise I love them. They're both great, and I think the location is definitely a brilliant choice for the movie. Whew. Now before we get into the Bruce Wayne and Penguin look, I just want to let you know we're giving away a free copy of Dr. Sleep to one random subscriber. All you have to do to be in with a chance of winning is like the video, subscribe to the channel and leave your thoughts on the leaks in the comment section below. The winner is going to be chosen at random on the 15th of February and the set will be shipped out from then to whoever gets the prize, so best of luck to everyone who takes part. Okay, so we actually got a potential look at what Robert Pattinson could look like as Bruce Wayne earlier this week when the actor attended the Dior Homme fashion show. I don't know why I wasn't invited, but yeah, luckily we got to see the posts on social media. When the motorbike leaked image dropped last week, many fans were disappointed that his hair was more brown than black. However, in these photos, they've clearly darkened his hair, and it is now likely that that scene could be Wayne on the motorcycle with his helmet on that we did see him wearing, or rather his stuntman was wearing. Look at the pants difference. That's what was spot on this channel, was spot the little details that you missed. Put a red circle around it. As they are shooting the scenes indoor now, Pattinson's hair will likely have to be in line with his appearance in the film, so this will probably be how he looks in the final cut of the film. Similar to this, Colin Farrell has also been spotted out and about in LA with the look that he will be sporting for Gotham's biggest crime lord, the Penguin. Last week we also got some behind the scenes blurry images of the character, but now we can see what he looks like in higher resolution and I'm really liking the look. I did theorise that they would kind of take the look from Emperor Penguin, who is a big bad in Gotham that is not actually Oswald Cobblepot, and it does look like they lean more towards that and kind of mix the two together that I think this look solidifies. Farrell has also started putting on weight and it looks like he's committing to the role. We have had a skinnier Penguin in the past, as we saw in Gotham, but here it looks like he's letting himself go, but yeah, maybe he's just doing that in general, but he is slightly more in line with what we expect. We do know that the Riddler, played by Paul Dano, is actually the big villain of the movie, so Penguin could just be playing the sidelines. I actually have a feeling that they will connect this to Joker, and in the wake of Thomas Wayne dying during his electoral run, I think Penguin will have stepped in and taken over the city. Robert Pattinson did let something slip about the Joker and Batman connection in an interview last year that he asked the reporter to take out of the article, and though we don't know what was said, the fact that he asked for it removed does show that there could be some connections. As for the Riddler, I'd love to see a zero-year sort of feeling to it, where he was basically behind the scenes, controlling everything and setting the pieces in place to take over the city. If you haven't read it, then you definitely should because it's great, and basically the first arc tells of Batman taking down the Red Hood gang, who may or may not be led by the Joker, and the second arc tells the story of the Riddler, who's risen and taken over the city, and he basically turns it into a no man's land. Both are brilliant reimaginings of Batman's origin story, and I definitely recommend that you pick them up. Now that's all of the news that we have. You should be fully caught up to date with every single leak and report that we have on the film. Obviously, I'd love to hear your thoughts on the upcoming movie, and if you missed the last breakdown, then make sure you check it out after this. We go over the Batman animated series blimps, the news vehicles that demonstrate the time setting, the funeral of the Waynes, and what could happen there, and yeah, a lot more. You can support the show by subscribing to us on Patreon, and if you want to come chat to us after the video, then join our Discord server in the description below, or follow us on Twitter at DefinitionYT. That's the best way to keep up to date with everything we do at Heavy Spoilers, and hopefully we see you over there very soon. This is a channel for people who are super into superheroes, so if that's the kind of thing you like, hit subscribe. Thank you for taking the time to watch this. I've been Definition, you've been the best, and I'll see you next time. Take care, peace.